Good. Fred Bear is an active, avid outdoorsman and hunter, and he once said that the history of the bow and arrow was the history of mankind. Bow and arrow has been around for thousands of years. People have used it for hunting and for personal protection, and back in the day before the invention of gunpowder, people used it for their armies. Today, the sport of archery has changed with new equipment, lighter equipment, new technology. It's completely changed. It changes every day. The invention of the bow and arrow, the invention of the compound bow was used by sportsmen, pro shooters, and hobbyists. Compound bows take many forms, but they all accomplish the same task. The compound bow was first developed in 1966 by a man named Holmes Wilbur Allen in Billings, Montana. The compound bow gets its name for its equipment. It's used with a levering system with cables and pulleys to compound the limbs. That's where it gets its name from, the compound bow. Components of the bow. This is compound bow. The components of the bow is the riser. It's this main middle piece. It's like the frame of the compound bow. You have your limbs, top and bottom, your string, you got your cables, and these two big pulleys. These pulleys are called cams, and that's what actually compounds the energy from the bow into the limbs, which makes it more powerful than a traditional bow. Traditional bows made with wood. The strings were also made with horsehair as the actual string. Today, the technology has completely changed. Some of the new components, compound bows are made out of aluminum, titanium, carbon fiber, and they also use Kevlar for their strings, make them really strong, really durable. Some of the advantages of a compound bow versus a traditional bow. Compound bow is lighter, it's tougher, it's harder. It can withstand more of the elements if you're an outdoorsman, you're out hunting. Whereas like a traditional bow, most of the traditional bows are made out of wood. They don't last very long. Also, with modern bows, the technology is increasing every day, and so it makes production a lot cheaper. They can be made in like mass quantities. Whereas a traditional bow, a lot of traditional bows are still handmade, so they can be kind of expensive too. Implications of modern archery equipment, hunting. According to Archery Trade Association, 2015, there was over a 20% increase of hunters in America. There were close to 23.8 million individuals partaking in archery hunting that were over the age of 18. Some of the things you can do with a compound bow when it comes to hunting: you can hunt big game like deer, elk, bear, cougar, things like that. You can also hunt small game like rabbits. Some people also use it for birds, like upland game birds like pheasant and quail. You can also do waterfowl, like people are shooting ducks out of the airs with bows. It's pretty crazy. Another implication is target shooting. So for target shooting, that's been around for a long time. Archery was actually introduced in the Olympics in 1900. It was taken out for a few years, and it was reinstated back in the Olympics in 1972. People shoot competitively, archery competitively all around the world. It's really popular in other countries. Excuse me. With the invention of the compound bow, the sport has changed drastically. New technology is being invented every day for the sport, and it will continue to increase every day. In conclusion, I hope this informative speech gives you a little bit better understanding of the compound bow and its applications in today's sporting community. Thank you.